Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 10-Minute Marvel Podcast. Today we're taking on a topic that I'm a little bit surprised we haven't done before. We're doing some versus. Basically, who would win in a fight? Is it going to be hero versus hero, villain versus villain, combination of both? We'll have to see. And of course, as well, we have our news and rumors. But before we get to that, I'm Petter, your host, who would definitely win in a fight, and
It's Greg,
co-hosting.
everybody, the ultimate warrior of this podcast. Thank you very much. Circa 1989 WWF. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's
it's
about
Greg, everybody.
approximately, yeah.
Yeah. It's- I don't think you would win, man. I think I would take you. I
Oh
thought
boy,
about maybe a little twist maybe for this. If we run into a dead end of a topic, we got to think of something on the fly. We kind of revisit this again, and it's going to be you get three powers, I get three powers, and then we have like some sort of verbal battle of how we would win. I'll let you
interesting.
figure that one out. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming back, everybody. I'm sure this could be your last time joining us, but we appreciate all the times you came and checked us out before. If you're looking for ways to support us, I'm not sure why you would if you're leaving us at this point, but let's assume that you're not. You can find us on our YouTube channel, search 10 Minute Marvel. Give us a like and thumb, smash that subscribe button. Find and follow us on Facebook and that other thing with an X, hashtag 10 Min Marvel. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. It is time to enter the ring, Petter, of
Rumors.
rumors with rumors. And then we'll get into the main event. What do we
All
got?
right, so we have a trio of rumors for a Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh yes, it is, and then one for Doomsday. Oddly enough, there was also a rumor that all the recent leaks, rumors, the stuff that has come out for Doomsday are wrong. So that was an interesting rumor.
That's
Who knows?
awesome. I
Who
love
knows
that.
which ones they're referring to? But it throws it all into chaos more than it was before.
Hmm.
But let's start with the Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh yes, it is rumors. First off, a prison action sequence was filmed for Spider-Man Brand New Day. This according to Daniel RPK. I mean, last we saw Scorpion, the
Right.
only time we've seen Scorpion, he was in prison. So I could see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Who else could it be? Let's just play with the idea for a second.
Yep.
Who else is in prison?
I
Vulture?
mean,
But not
Vulture's in
really.
prison.
Wait, didn't he get teleported somewhere or something?
I mean, I don't
Isn't he
know.
in the Venom universe or something?
Who knows? The
Maybe they'll
Venomverse is
just,
dead.
yeah, maybe they'll just kind of ixnay
Ignore.
that.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Negative, if he's the villain for this, sure. He could start out in prison.
Sure.
There's
He kind of,
plenty of
yeah. I
there's
like him better like owning that kitchen that
mhm,
May works at. But yes, he could be in prison. Sure.
yeah. Maybe he went to prison after May died and they realized he was embezzling thousands of dollars through a nonprofit.
That happens.
That happens.
It happens all the time, I guess. God, people suck.
Yep. Just in case you can't tell, we're from Minnesota.
Where it's happened
A
a couple
lot.
times. Yeah.
All right. The next rumor, though, is that Spider-Man Brand New Day, oh, yes, it is, will have a villain who can control people. So is this another villain? Or does Mr. Negative have powers to control people?
I don't know. I'm dying, I guess. Sorry.
I wish everybody
I'm
could
choking
see
on my
what I
water.
saw. There
Oh
was just
man.
Greg, 30 seconds of just coughing and attempting not to die.
Instead of actually drinking the water, I decided to breathe it in and then it went into my lungs and
Yeah. Yep.
had a slight moment of drowning there. Whew. All right, what happened again?
So the rumor is that there's going to be a villain who can control people in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Can Mr. Negative really, I guess his corrupting touch has like brainwashing, corrupting powers to it. So,
Oh, okay.
mhm,
I guess as long as it's within his power set,
yeah.
then take it out, too far left field. Interesting.
Like,
Okay.
is there another villain you could think of for that? Like, I don't think they're going to do Purple Man.
Uh,
I
Jean
don't think
Grey,
Jean
unless
Grey. It's sure, but they said villain.
oh
So is Jean Grey going
yeah.
to be a villain in
No,
this?
but
Probably not.
yeah, if they said villain, I obviously wasn't paying attention to all your words. So
I mean, you
um
were trying to survive, so it's fair.
I had a almost had a fatal drowning happen in my house on my couch.
Yeah.
That's the what a
Jason
weird way to
Wingard.
go. Oh, you wish.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
But also, why would you use him for a shared Spider-Man film?
Yeah.
This feels like if it happens, it's Mr. Negative.
Yeah. Yep.
Then the final rumor is that Marvin Jones III, uh, he's the actor who I believe has been confirmed for the film or considered at least likely for the film that he's going to be playing Tombstone. But his Tombstone character is going to appear throughout the next Spider-Man trilogy. So Brand New Day, whatever. I was trying to come up with something on the fly that was
I was like, do you know the next two?
really funny, and it failed. I was like Brand New Day, Brand New Taco. I have
Brand,
no idea.
brand new taco,
Yeah,
brand new bagel.
yeah.
It is New York. I mean,
Hmm.
um,
I kind of like that though. Think about setting up a villain who maybe is like the main villain for the third film,
I guess the only thing that cheapens it is that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has got,
Tombstone.
yeah, and
But it's such a. I think this one would probably just be that more straight up villainous character. So if they're going that, that feels separated enough to
mhm.
me.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, I guess, that they would extend it out unless they do make them friends, like
Hmm.
somehow initially, like I don't know. But again, that's really reminiscent of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, so I don't think they would do that either.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe if they're looking at this trilogy as trying to keep it more grounded, he's dealing with the gangs of New York. And so you have Mr. Negative with his negative people,
It's
like
negative attitude.
the photo negative sort of
Yeah.
element of his corrupting touch. So if you have that for your first one and Spider-Man takes him down, maybe I was going to say maybe with the help of Tombstone, but maybe Tombstone uses that opportunity to start to grow his own gang. And
Mhm.
then second movie, he takes Spider-Man takes down another kind of street level threat. Maybe this is where we get that Wilson Fisk uh Spider-Man face off that you kind of want because of the comics.
Mhm.
So, and the 90s animated Spider Man series.
Yeah, right.
And then in the third one, now that Spider Man has taken care of two threats, Tombstone is the kind of the person who steps in to replace that all.
Yeah, that's possible.
Mhm. Or you have Tombstone working for like Hydra, and you get the many heads of Hydra, like Madam Hydra, Elektra, a whole bunch of different, like Hydra's back in a new form.
Or the hand. Is that
Hmm.
I don't know.
The foot.
Interesting.
Oh wait, no, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Foot
The
Clan.
I mean, it's kind of the same.
Hmm. So that's it for the Spider-Man Brand New Day rumors. Um, Daniel RPK has put out the rumor that Tobey Maguire reportedly filmed for Doomsday wearing a mocap, like a like a CGI suit. So
Wait, who did?
Toby,
Hmm.
I mean, he's been the most consistent. If there's going to be a Spider-Man in this movie, it's Toby. But
Why the mocap?
are they trying to? Yeah, it's weird because we saw him older last time,
Right.
so it's not like this is the first time we're going to see him, and they want to make him look like he was in his high school glory back in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Not my favorite. Um, why?
It feels weird. It feels like, and who knows? It could just be they just did. They were trying to hide the fact that it was him on set, so they had him doing it in mocap instead of wearing a Spider-Man costume. And then they're going to CGI on the Spider-Man costume, and so it's just simply that reason.
Maybe. Yeah. There's no I almost said Spawn Venom
Right?
tie-in. Would there be?
No, I don't think there'd be a Venom tie-in.
I mean, something to alter his face. That's kind of
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And I mean, it depends because, like, a mocap suit,
Is
sometimes
it,
it's like the whole 9 yards, and like you have the marks on your face, so it can track all of that. So you can do all that jazz. And sometimes it's just the body to
yeah,
capture that. So,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like things on his face. Maybe he's got this thing about masks
yeah.
on his face now. Maybe COVID really got to him.
Yeah. Who knows? um,
Speculation.
yeah. So moving on to the news, we have a couple tidbits from Empire magazine. The first Spider-Man noir. This one says that he's going to be fighting Nazis and drinking egg creams in the series.
Sweet.
Hmm.
He should-
I am kind of looking forward to this.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting take. It's got Cage, right?
Yep.
So,
I'm I'm more disappointed though that they nixed or didn't do the Silk series, because I
hmm,
think that would have been great too.
yeah. It could have a DC crossover and have GI Robot. Then they both can defeat Nazis and kill Nazis. I don't know. Yeah, I think wait, is it? I keep on thinking that it's not animated. Is it?
No, it's not
It's
animated. It's
live
live
action,
action.
right?
Yeah. Amazon
Is
Prime for release.
Nicolas Cage doing the actual, is he just voicing?
No, he's acting it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm more on board, I guess now.
Yep.
Just just 'cause.
Mhm.
Do they have any
Yeah.
other rumors on it or any
Um,
notes on like the story besides
no,
just killing
not
Nazis?
really. Not really that. Just fighting Nazis and drinking egg creams.
Yeah, it feels why is this stuff like these topics? I feel like there should be comic books, but it feels a little bit close to real life sometimes, which I
Hmm.
kind of scares me a little bit now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Don't people, I think people need to read comics more. I think they need to read comics more because they can learn from them, and then we don't
Yes.
have to repeat stupid things
Yep.
like Nazism.
Yes. Um, the other Empire magazine one is that Punisher is not going to be returning for Daredevil.
Oh, Doorman and Daredevil.
Yeah,
It's a crossover.
yeah, will not be returning in a Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels kind of right because he's getting his own special presentation,
Yeah.
and they really feel like they like he went off to do his own thing to deal with Fisk and Fisk's task force. Daredevil's putting together his new team to deal with Fisk and Fisk's task force. And if Daredevil's really focused on Fisk and Punisher is focused on the task force and those who are using his imagery, sure, I can see why they won't necessarily cross over.
Hmm. Yeah, it feels okay. I'm
Hmm.
not really opposed to it. We've seen it. Um,
Yep.
I like the confrontation that they have between one another. One's for justice, well, tries to be, and the other one is for
Beating people up violently.
violently beating people up vigilante style, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah, it's it's it seems kind of a natural move. So
Hmm. And the final one, the showrunner for Wonder Man had an interesting quote about Wonder Man. Basically, that he, Simon Williams, is incredibly powerful in a way that even he is not fully aware, but he doesn't care. Simon wants to be Daniel Day-Lewis. So this kind of leans into some of what we were talking about, like
the
uh,
gangs of New York,
yes, yes.
yes,
Uh,
callback in a way.
we have never uttered the words "the gangs of New York." Well,
We
that
did about 5 minutes ago.
yes, about the film or on this podcast,
Yeah,
but it seems to tie into the idea that probably a lot of the action roles in Hollywood have gone to folks who are superheroes or superpowered, and that's all the rage. And he just wants to be known for being a great actor.
that's weird. It's weird that they're giving superheroes.
But if you have somebody who's like fairly indestructible, you give them a role, you can do all sorts of crazy stunts.
That's right. Yeah, it just feels like then these are going to be a bunch of B-level characters, right? That show up, which is, I guess is kind of interesting in and of
I mean,
itself,
Josh Gad.
right? He's yeah. Power set on
Sorry.
that guy.
I was gonna say B-level character. No.
Yeah. Right.
Doorman.
Uh,
Okay. Doorman's supposed to be showing up in this.
yeah,
Talk about B-level. That
right.
might be slightly too high.
I like I do like that pushback that he's just not interested in it,
Hmm.
which just makes his brain like so opposite of what everybody else has, which makes it a very interesting character.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and Wonder Man, Simon Williams in the comics, he does use his powers, but after he's used his powers, he realizes like, oh, this is not going well for me. I keep on like having trouble holding this balance of using my powers but not going too far with them. And he becomes a pacifist.
mhm.
So I love that this feels like it is leaning into that in a little different way.
Mhm.
But that's it for the news. So
Oh,
on to the main topic.
the main event.
Yes, the
It's a
main
fight.
event.
That's the theme this
Mhm.
week.
Yes. So I threw together three different combos. I know you were talking about coming up with a few. Did you
I
have time?
I no.
No. All
Nope.
right.
Big fat F for Greg on this assignment.
Well, in all fairness, in my text, when I suggested this idea, I said I would come up with three. I never
Fair.
said you had to do it. You volunteered. So that makes it even that much more disappointing.
Yeah. Really disappointed for myself, honestly. But
All right. So we have three, and I think there's going to be some interesting discussions around these. And I'm going to start to kind of kick us off with the big Civil War one, Captain America versus Iron Man.
do I have to choose who wins?
Yeah, but we'll discuss it.
Hmm. Oh, I
It's tough because Captain America obviously has the super strength and just like physically is more dominant as a human than Tony Stark is. But Tony Stark has a ton of different Iron Man suits because you can't like this isn't just Captain America versus Tony Stark. I think we know the answer to that. Tony Stark would beat himself half up first, and then Captain America would punch him once and take him out.
yep.
But
Uh,
with the suit,
I think Captain would go down. I
I
think one laser from Stark or two, whatever, two is
the
it
blasts.
repulsor
Yeah.
rays come out of his hands? Is that what those are? Whatever they're
Hmm.
called. I mean you get one, Steve's got to try and block it with the shield.
Yeah.
The other hand's free from Tony. It can just slice those knees right off.
Yep.
And
Well,
then Tony goes down,
or
about I'm not
yeah.
Tony. Steve goes down about 2 feet, starts grabbing his nubs, right? Those bloody nubs down there.
He really is down 2 feet
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah. And then Tony just finishes him off with another blast across the top.
But like even if he doesn't, like even if the repulsor blasts can't necessarily debilitate him that much, we've seen Tony use his other suits to basically restrain people before.
Hmm. Yep.
So I'm with you.
So
I think that Tony gets the win here because even if he doesn't like this doesn't have to be a fight to the death as much as Greg wants it to be.
I grew up in the MTV generation where they had the celebrity death match, and that's just my mentality. I'm sorry. That's what MTV did for me.
Hmm.
So
Explains a lot.
rotted right, rotted that brain right in half.
So I think both of us land on the same side here with Iron Man. Just with the suit, there's enough powers. Like Steve's best chance to win, and if Captain America is going to win this fight, he has to deflect one of the repulsor blasts back into the armor.
Mm.
I think.
I think he would have a fighting chance if it's Tony a couple weeks into his suit,
Yeah.
like we're talking like Iron Man 1, just figuring it out, doesn't have missiles necessarily. Well, even missiles might be okay, but otherwise, if you get him like with the nanotech suit,
Yep.
it's done. Like
Hmm.
Steve's done. Sorry, Steve.
Yep. All
No
right.
Peggy dance for you, sir.
I mean, maybe in prison if they just restrain him. Like that's the plan.
I mean, if you want to be boring,
All right.
to the death, man. To the death.
How about Thor versus Hulk. Asgardian
Oh,
God of Thunder versus the mindless, raging green monster that is the Jolly Green Giant. I mean, that is Hulk.
how about the Jelly Green Giant versus Thor? Does that work?
Mhm.
Um, I still think that Hulk wins. I don't know. Does
Thor
he
does
seem,
have a clear victory condition, though. I think like a more easily achievable one than, say, Cap had versus Tony, because he has
uh,
Mjolnir. He
okay.
just needs to get Hulk on the ground and put Mjolnir on him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you send Mjolnir, right? And then
Comes
retrieve him
back,
back,
take
takes
out
him,
Hulk at the knees,
right? Like just
get him
we're
down
talking
2 feet.
get him down 2 feet. Now you're playing. Okay. Um,
Yeah, I don't
I
know
mean,
that Hulk could, like, if Hulk gets his hands on Thor, that's probably over in the other direction.
yeah. Can Mjolnir penetrate Hulk's skin?
I don't know. I would say probably not.
So, okay. Well, at least you'd knock him down, right? Yeah.
Right. I
But
would think like a good blast of lightning to could potentially take Hulk off his feet and disorient him for a moment.
right. But yeah, I think once if Hulk were to get his hands on Thor,
Thor.
it
Yeah.
would probably be I don't know if it'd be like one and done, but I could see like a slap to the ground like Loki got, right?
Hmm.
A couple of those, and then just ripping him apart.
Yep. That's what I was
Right?
gonna say. Is
Yeah,
like,
there it is.
yeah,
Uh,
especially because I mean, this. Like, you think about this isn't Smart Hulk. I
right.
don't think Smart Hulk stands a chance against Thor.
If Thor can keep the wherewithal to, if he's in that position where he's about to get ripped apart, if he can have the wherewithal to call upon some lightning to save him,
Yeah.
to get out of that, I mean, I could see this lasting for a while.
Hmm. I can see it lasting a long time, and the longer it goes, the more it swings in Hulk's favor
Hmm. I think
because
so.
Hulk's not going to get worn down that much. Thor will get worn down.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Thor's got to play it smart and do something with Mjolnir, otherwise it's game over.
Yep,
Good call on that
100%
one.
agree.
Can he have
Uh,
Mjolnir and oh, I totally forgot about what's the other one?
Axe.
The
Is
axe.
it World Breaker or
Uh, yeah, it's Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker? There we go.
Yeah.
Yep,
Can he have both? He can have both at one time, right?
I would think
Yielded
so.
both of them in Endgame.
Yeah,
There you
even
go.
then, but is World Breaker or not World Breaker, Stormbreaker going to? I guess that's another distraction for Hulk, basically.
Could you tell him to like come together and like I would think those two things trying to get together would
Mhm.
go through Hulk, I would think. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe, but like Hulk's so impenetrable, and obviously the Stormbreaker doesn't have the Mjolnir restrictions of somebody being worthy. So, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna. I would give the edge to Hulk in this one, just because I don't trust Thor to play it smart.
Correct.
Yeah,
I agree.
and Thor would just go for the macho, uh, punching each other
Hmm.
approach eventually, and that would be his downfall.
Can the Bifrost do anything?
I
Is this
mean,
really a teleportation or not a teleportation, but is it just a transport tool or does it have some sort of
you certainly could use the Bifrost to eat, like pull Hulk in and then eat him out somewhere else, but I'm not sure that that's a win.
yeah, feels kind of like cheating.
Mhm. So the third one I have here is the Sentry slash Void versus Wanda slash the Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
I was like,
ooh, that's a
I'm
good
going
one.
big with this last one.
That's a good one. Dark magic versus kind of
Well, Chaos Magic, yeah, versus whatever the Void is.
and strength and speed. I
Mhm.
mean, like, he's
Yeah.
the quote unquote Superman of this.
Yep.
So can you, oh, can that speed and strength? I mean, I imagine if he gets a hold of her, it's kind of the same thing.
Hmm.
Probably like she's got nothing really,
But she can
unless
warp reality.
so can he.
Hmm.
Sort of. Ooh, because I mean, he touches her, right?
Yeah.
She could, does she end up going into
Or
her own mind in
Right, or he
those.
does he starts to release kind of that void that was spreading out over New York. Like he didn't even have to, it was like as long as that shadow touches somebody. So
Yep.
can
Whoop.
he, yeah, can
That's
he
my
get
sound for it.
her into her own head so far that she doesn't know or doesn't change probability and change her surroundings?
Right, because she's kind of mentally broken, right?
Hmm.
Let's be honest. She's
Yes, I would say that you can drop the kind of from
yeah,
that.
she is mentally broken. So she would end up, I feel like in equal. It's not a dream state. It's a she's kind of in her own head, right? And
Yeah,
I don't. I think seeing her brother die again, seeing Pietro die,
or
being
Vision,
back or
like having
Vision,
to
yeah.
take out Vision and replaying Thanos, rewinding that, and
We saw what happened when Agatha brought her back into kind of those time periods, right? And
yeah,
kind of mess with her. So she's fragile, and if the void can get her there, even for a second, I think he's got control of this fight.
I think so too. I think he would be able to do that, but I still question whether or not Scarlet Witch, just with her absurd powers, like if she gets once she's gone through like seen the same thing like happen 8 times, is that gonna kind of break her enough, like it did with her in Westview, where she would then kind of cast her way out of it?
Right. Can she dream walk? Could she
Mm-hmm.
dream walk and oh is that dream walking across re different universes or is that can she enter the dream of Bob?
Um, I
Is
she
that
might be able to enter the dream of Bob. She was entering the dreams of
oh yeah,
other,
Tony, Thor,
yeah.
right?
Well, uh, not necessarily the dreams, but the consciousness
Yeah.
of them. And when she's dream walked, it's been into her own self in other universes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
But yeah, it is the honestly, this might just be a draw
I
because with
it's
Bob.
whoever gets first. Whoever gets to the I think to the mind of the person first.
Mhm. Yeah,
And I
yeah, because
think
if Wanda can get to the mind of Sentry first, we saw like how she can mess with Professor X.
mhm.
Also think like, is it a win for a Sentry slash Void if the Void gets her trapped in her own head, basically? Because isn't Sentry kind of trapped in his own head too at that point when it's the Void?
Right. I think, and Bob doesn't really want to do that, right?
Right.
He's so but going back to whoever gets to the mind first, the other person's mind first, I
Mhm.
think Sentry's got to touch the Scarlet Witch. Scarlet
No.
Witch does not need, well, I thought that's how he kind of entered into their heads, is that
Uh,
Bob would touch in Thunderbolts. Like that's how they all kind
it
of
was it was the darkness of the void spreading out, not necessarily Bob himself.
Oh, well, that's true too. Like, but
Yeah.
when people would touch Bob or Bob would touch them,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So he would have to then be the void,
Yes.
correct? And to get the void to come out, he would have to feel, I guess,
Fear.
insecure
Yeah.
and fear. So does that come before? So
Scar. Yeah.
that's got to happen, right? Which can happen pretty instantaneously, but that's one step that he's got to get through. Whereas Scarlet Witch is just kind of like, I'm gonna do this.
Hmm. But where we left the Scarlet Witch, like we're thinking about kind of where we left Bob, where we left the Scarlet Witch, she had, I guess, I won't say just like she redeemed herself or anything like that, but she was no longer doing the exact same thing that she had been at the start of the movie. Like she destroys the Darkhold with her powers and stuff like that. So she's back in more control herself. Granted, this is all a these two people are fighting, have to
Right.
fight. So
That's a tough one, man.
mhm. I think I give the edge to Scarlet Witch, but it's close.
I think she's got maybe a little more, shall I say, tricks up her sleeve. Is that she's not a
Hmm.
wizard. That's
No.
terrible. Never mind. Um, But I think honestly she has more that option to
Yes.
use, right? So I think that and the fact that she doesn't need to really have to change mentality or
As much.
psychological
Yeah.
states of mind
Yes.
and doesn't have to necessarily touch him. It can all be done remote, if you will. She can work from home. Um, she, I think that she's got the edge on this, but it's a really good fight, and it's
Oh
gonna get
yeah.
bloody as hell when it gets down to it.
I I honestly think this could be the fastest out of all the fights, but like the amount of immediate like collateral damage that could occur
Mm,
would be by far the most.
yeah,
Like if Tony and Steve are fighting Captain America versus Iron Man, that's probably minimal collateral damage.
yeah, pretty contained.
Yeah. Thor and Hulk,
Mm, like
definitely
a couple cities.
structural damage,
Yeah.
but like maybe a couple blocks. Void, Sentry Void versus Scarlet Witch, you might lose all of New York if this happens there. Like it just
Uh,
might be gone.
I mean, you could have a completely different reality.
Yes.
So, um, it's a good point. Like it could be quick. I kind of like the thought of it as they are both meeting each other for the first time without an understanding of what the other person does.
Hmm.
And it's a real like gunslinger draw at that
Oh
point,
yeah.
right? Because neither of them know what to do because they don't know what they're up against.
Yep.
So I think that if we did it like that, it could play out definitely longer.
Hmm.
If it's the other scenario where they have an idea of what the other can do, I think that's where Scarlet Witch has got the edge.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Yeah,
she would,
because if they don't know what each other can do, Scarlet Witch is going to start slinging spells around and like just more offensive type spells versus manipulative type spells. And
yeah,
Sentry's going to be able to avoid those.
yeah,
Like he's fast,
right,
fast enough to be able to do that. And that's where potentially he could get his hands on Scarlet Witch.
yeah.
Mm.
We could play coy, kind of like "Don't hurt me," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. So yeah, I think that's do you have more? Because I'm kind of feeling this one. I
Well,
wish I would have thought of some.
let's come up with some more. Come up with another one on the fly here.
What was my one the other day? Adam Warlock versus Sentry. I don't want to use Sentry again though, so scrap that one. Um,
How about Charles Xavier versus Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic? But they know each other. They know each other and they know each other's powers.
hmm.
They've had time to prepare. This is
I gotta go Richards. I think because as soon as you figured like Magneto,
mhm,
Magneto figured out the helmet. So if Reed Richards figures that out, then Xavier's kind of just dead in the
can't get in
water.
his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's like Charles' powers are obviously the big one is kind of that telepathy, but
Yeah, and Richards has to be prepared.
mhm, yeah, but he also has telekinesis
Right. Yeah.
with the genius level intelligence, military training.
It only works. Reed only really beats him out, I would say, if wait, you said they know each other's powers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could still Charles could still physically attack,
Yes.
right? And
Physically, telekinetically.
he could also summon a city to attack Reed.
Yeah.
You just get into the minds of everybody and
Yep.
right?
I do
So
appreciate we're just all these fights are happening in New York
I
on the street because that's how Marvel roll.
mean we could also just pick a town like Zirkle, Minnesota, if we wanted
Nope. New York
to.
City.
Okay, fine. You really want a death toll, huh?
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I would say like Reed has got to have time to figure it all out.
Hmm.
Stretchability only gets him so far physically.
Right.
So,
Like his superpower is pretty irrelevant in this fight.
hmm yeah, because he could take that city worth of people, they could just slingshot him
Yep.
straight into the sun.
Yep.
I don't know. Seems like the right move to do. Um, it's either you can spaghettify him or just slingshot him into the sun.
Hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think with the time to prepare, and it is tricky because obviously both of these are genius level characters. So
Hmm.
Charles is creating his counter plans to the plans that Reed is creating. And I'm sure Reed knows that. So he's creating plans to those counters.
Yeah.
Technically, if you waited until they were actually 100% ready for this fight, that would never happen because they would always go to the counter
Yeah.
and have to continue that logic indefinitely.
I ca- can Reed pull in the Council of Reeds?
Um, Probably no.
Because okay, because I guess it wouldn't be a real one-on-one fight then. But
Yeah.
I mean, he could obviously speak with them. I don't know. I mean, you got to give it to Reed. I mean, in Fantastic Four for Seps, he takes, he outsmarts Galactus, which maybe isn't
Yeah.
that hard, but he's also a, I don't know, 1,000-foot
Yeah.
planet-eating
Yeah.
being. So
Entity. Yeah.
yeah, so there's that.
Yeah. I do think, like, given that time to prepare, I do give Reed the edge because I think he'd come up with sufficient plans, and his intellect is a touch better than that of Xavier's.
Hmm.
But it's also interesting because I don't know that Reed would go for a kill though, which might be a vulnerability to him.
Yeah. So, I mean, would
Xavier,
Charles, right? He's more about keeping the peace.
yeah, he does have a dark side. That dark side does show up into Onslaught at some point in time, but
Didn't he choke out his sister?
yep,
I mean, he's got a little bit of killer in him, a little bit of that killer instinct in utero style. Um, yeah, I think okay, so Reed's got a helmet that prevents Charles from getting in
yep,
his head. Probably if he had enough time, he could thwart off most things. Can
yep,
you, I mean, but if Charles can get in a bunch of people's minds, I
yeah,
guess how much can you really, if Reed doesn't want to hurt those people, morally, I feel like Charles might have the upper hand at that point.
right. Which is that's the thing though. Would Charles do that? Like, would that ever be part of a plan that he comes up with for something like this?
Would he use those people? Like you saying,
Yeah,
would he morally feel okay? I
yeah.
mean, if it's a fight to the, if we're talking, it's got to be a fight
Fight
to
to the death, then probably Reed doesn't care about those people either.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Because I could have done like the Maker instead of Reed.
Mm, right.
And the Maker definitely would not care about those people. Yeah, I'm not sure that
Oh,
there's a
I don't,
great answer on this one.
I don't, I don't know either. Uh, and maybe it did make me think of Molecule Man versus the one above
Thanos.
all.
Oh yeah.
No,
I
like
was gonna say Thanos with all the Infinity Stones versus Molecule Man.
oh yeah, like what do you? Yeah, that's way too hard. That I just
Everybody loses in that.
yeah. Just we're done.
Yep.
Not sure if I have any other ones or not.
Yeah.
I
Let's
kind of
see.
like this idea though. If we are stuck, I feel like we just grab three character or
Matchups.
three matchups. It's
6
kind of our
characters.
yeah, it's kind of our default. We can't think of anything else at this
Yep.
point. So
Yeah, let us know who you think would win in these matchups. Obviously, we went a little bit more than just the 3 matchups here. Did we do 5? I can't remember. Or was it 4?
you had three, and then we did. I don't know. Well, somebody listen to the podcast and tell us.
Yeah, I don't remember doing one in between. So,
In between Reed and Xavier.
yeah, there was Reed and Xavier, and I think we just went from Scarlet Witch and Sentry into that.
Yeah, I think so. So we did
Yeah.
four.
Yep. So let us know who you think would win. You can do that in the comment section on the YouTube video for this. You can find obviously our YouTube by searching for 10-Minute Marvel. And if you're enjoying the podcast, Greg gave a few ways you could help support it at the beginning. But we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/10-Minute Marvel. Or no, that's wrong. Patreon.com/nerdologists. The funds go to help improve the quality of this podcast, as well as the Molten People's YouTube channel, the 10-Minute Marvel YouTube channel, and nerdologist.com website. But with that, we will see you next time.
In the ring. Bam.